up, my friends? Another week has come, and that means we have a brand new episode of Daredevil Born Again to dive into. Last week's 2-episode premiere honestly blew me away a little bit. It proved that the MCU knows what they're doing, at least with the character, and that I can kind of relax a little bit as we sink into this show. But I've very much been wanting to see where the season's gonna go and just how crazy things are gonna get. And also with this being in the MCU, like what kind of surprises are we gonna get? You know, what kind of tie-ins and things like that. So this will be my reaction to episode 3. Be sure to leave all of your thoughts down in the comments and let's dive in. Okay, what is this one called? The Hollow of His Hand. I don't know what that means. Is White Tiger gonna have a moment on the stand like the Punisher? He's like, I liked throwing him in front of that train. You know, you're like, oh God, well.
White sand, palm trees.
You're gonna see that beach again, Hector. I promise. And you'll be reunited with your family.
I hope so. I hope more than anything that we see him in that costume again, though. I'd like to see this White Tiger in action. Okay, what do we got going on this week? End of last week, Matt lost his mind, started getting back into his ways, which I love.
It's a gimme. No one plays cowboy.
Who's in the car?
Evening, gentlemen. Oh, nippy, isn't it?
Is this one of the guys that Vanessa was talking to last episode? Couldn't help but trouble you for your keys there, huh?
Do you know whose truck this is? Oh. Are you a hard man, are you? Yeah. Silly wee bastard.
Ooh. Well.
I look over my shoulder and I will.
That was random. What was happening there?
Long dark nights out here, man. Good versus evil, evil versus evil, good versus good. Is New York gonna make it?
Feels like BB stopped that one guy that like wants to talk, you know what I mean? Stop that one guy for the documentary where you're like, maybe I shouldn't have gotten this guy going because he's just gonna keep going. He's like, there was actually one time that I met Daredevil and, you know, he knows me pretty well. I have his number in my phone.
Updated on anything happening near the Red Hook port?
Yes.
Last night there was a double homicide.
The Red Hook port?
We should make the appropriate calls and inspire Chief Gallo to make it a priority.
Was that guy with Vanessa the last episode? The Irish guy? I only watched it the once, so forgive me, I just can't remember.
They're rats. Rats at the bottom of the barrel. Let them kill each other.
And when they're done,
Just the way he says that.
whoever is left standing will come after you.
Fisk is the best. The rats.
That kind of violence. Petty blood feuds. None of it is our concern.
What is your concern? Oh, dang. The bloody knuckles, though. Two men on the opposite side of the coin, yet on the same side of the coin, baby.
You're a blind lawyer who can fight.
Officer Powell.
Whoa, 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 buddy.
Witness tampering is a serious offense. Now maybe you get lucky and the DA only slaps you with a misdemeanor. But I doubt it.
God, Matt's so cool. It is fun seeing Matt be Matt. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be awesome seeing him get back in the suit again, but it's nice to see him out in the open, just kicking this guy's ass and then being like, what are you gonna do about it, man?
Would you say it was unusual for an officer of your seniority to be working on New Year's Eve?
I volunteered.
What happened there?
Well, we were just finishing up a routine sweep. The defendant, he just came out of nowhere. He had this wild look in his eyes, and when you're a cop long enough, you know what that look means, and he starts running towards us.
Hey, his wife made it, though.
Next thing I know, the guy just takes Cal and he just pushes him in front of the train.
Like it was nothing.
Objection. Beating.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, he said, like it was nothing. That guy has a pretty good accent, though. It's less New York and more Boston, though.
I'm told you have a black eye. I hope everything is okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Officer Powell, let's try this. You ever met a man named Nicky Torres?
Here we go. Go get him, Matt.
It's curious, because as I understand it, Nicky Torres is a
The devil's
confidential
loose.
informant who used to work with the NYPD. In fact, used to...
That sounded stupid coming out of my mouth. Made it pretty clear.
Torres cannot testify.
Man, all these Punisher tattoos are interesting. It's also one of those things where it's like, they're all pretty visible. Like, that guy's was just on his neck. So he's a police officer and he has this Punisher tattoo on his neck. Wouldn't you be like, what you got going on there, pal? You know, what are you guys doing? Get him to the court. Nicky Torres gotta get to the court right now.
Who says I'm looking at the doors?
I'll be here.
Ah, jeez. Oh, dang. Talk about corrupt.
Open it.
It was a diversion.
Come on, let's go.
Get him there safe, bro. Get in there. Thank you.
Impeccable timing, buddy.
Yeah, but who's to say that he's not paid off or bought and paid for at this point? Somehow, in between the safe house and the courthouse.
And by help out, you mean become a confidential informant? Yeah.
Dang, so they're just getting it all?
Is that what you're doing on the night of New Year's Eve? Were you passing along information to officers?
Say it. Say it.
Remembering you're under oath?
No. I was home all night.
Oh, yep.
Withdraw the witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Torres, you are dismissed.
Yeah, so he's dismissed and now he's dead. He was dead either way. You know what I mean? Like, he should have just spoke the truth.
Now, the shootout 2 days ago at the port is just the latest in a long line of very noisy mistakes.
This guy kind of looks like John Hamm a little bit.
These are the headlines splashed across the front page of the Examiner.
It all ends today.
We don't take orders from...
A little ADR there.
Oh yeah, I got a better idea.
Okay.
How about I pay $0 to Victor, and you go tell Fisk if he's got something to say to me, he can come tell me himself.
Well...
I don't work for the man. I work for the man.
One thing I will say is in the first season of Daredevil, all of the crime lords and crime bosses, they were all so unique and they stuck out. Like within the first episode, you got a feel for every single one of them. And even Fisk's right-hand man, Wesley, I think was his name. He was so good in that first season. The difference in this show so far is 3 episodes in, the only characters I care about are Matt, Fisk, Vanessa, Karen if she was around, but like none of these other side characters are really doing much for me.
I sent Buck to Luca to tell him to pay Victor 1.8 restitution for the hijacking.
Let's not fall into a place where I don't trust you.
Ooh, tensions are rising. He looks thin, man.
Sometimes peace needs to be broken. Chaos must reign.
Ooh.
No, I yelled at them to stop, and they didn't. So I ran down to help, and then everything just happened so fast. I tried to break it up.
It's interesting. I understand they don't want to reveal that he's the White Tiger, but...
Tracks.
Yeah, I don't know if that would convolute things, actually.
You decided to risk your own safety to help a stranger. Wasn't the first time, was it?
Oh, is he gonna...
You intervened that night because you're a hero.
Matt, don't do this.
Mr. Ayala, yes or no? Are you the vigilante known as the White Tiger?
Oh!
Order in my court!
Yeah, let's call counsel real quick.
You blew open this door, Mr. Murdock, which means...
Yeah, it's open season on my client. I get it.
Well, that's it.
Okay. Simple.
I sit atop a pyramid of over 500 ADAs. You're not going to be able to stumble into traffic court without one of them up your ass.
Okay.
Mr. Ayala's gonna get the first try.
Dang, dude, this BB report documentary, it's like, this is kind of what I was talking about with the side characters. I want to be spending this time with BB. You know what I mean? Like, I want to spend time with her character. She's Benjamin's niece or whatever. Like, let's spend a little bit of time with her rather than this documentary. I understand it's trying to say something, but...
You should have asked me first.
I know. You know, Hector, if you are acquitted, Your white tiger days are over.
It's not up to him.
Tiger is more than just putting on a suit. It's who I am. I didn't choose it. It chose me. Might as well ask me to stop breathing.
There are other ways to help, other ways to contribute, ways that don't require a mask. You have to think about your family now.
I mean, this is all just pretty much the dialogue that Matt needs to hear right now, used in the form of the white tiger. He's like, Matt, I don't know if you understand, but that mask is me. You know, you're like, well, that's pretty on the nose with exactly what he needs to hear.
Officer Reyes, Officer Wong, Officer Morales, Officer Grant.
It was the only way to win this case, you know. Makes sense. What's all the talk, though, with the white tiger when he was saying, like, his pennant or something gives him power? Does he have something that actually gives him any power, or is this just a guy in a costume?
The white tiger. Why would he do this without the amulet? It gives him
amulet
strength and power.
Does everybody just know what this amulet is? What is this amulet?
Every night, Hector Ayala goes out and risks his life to keep his neighborhood safe, to protect his community.
Hey Siri, what is the amulet that the white tiger wears?
The white tiger wears the amulet of power, which grants the bearer the amazing powers of the tiger god. The amulet is a powerful and mystical green amulet in the shape of a tiger's head that gives the user supernatural powers.
Dang, dude. The tiger god? Okay, I'm good. The tiger god? What? That's insane. What's the tiger god?
If Hector's sole intent was to do good for his community, why is he hiding? Because the last time I checked, real heroes don't need to hide.
It's because he has an amulet from the tiger god. It's not because he's a superhero. Man, are we gonna get filler episode? Seems like, I mean, not filler, it's carrying on the story, but what do we got here? Anything crazy gonna happen, or is this just all the trial? Come on, Matt. It's time. Let's see what happens.
On the count of murder in the first degree, the jury finds the defendant not guilty.
Okay, yeah.
On the count of murder in the second degree, the jury finds the defendant not guilty.
Okay.
On the count of manslaughter in the first degree, the jury finds the defendant not guilty.
Okay. It's gonna be all right. Well, you guys better watch your back. Matt's making enemies with and without the mask.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Free to go, though. I mean, he's not gonna be safe now. I kind of thought something crazy was gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like bombing the courthouse or something. Yep.
Daniel.
Yes, sir.
Your friend, the journalist BB. Tell her I want to see her again.
Absolutely.
White tiger, who's less of a tiger and more of a rat.
You're talking about your friend, Foggy Nelson, right?
Aw, for Foggy.
It's not easy. He certainly knew how to enjoy the good moments when they came.
To Foggy. Bro, I heard so many theories this week that people were like, because there's a number in the first episode and it's the issue that Foggy fakes his death or Karen fakes Foggy's death or something like that, and he comes back. I hate to break it to all those people. Foggy's not coming back. Because you don't plan to have Bullseye shoot you. That's not a planned death, you know what I mean?
Una palabra no dice nada y al mismo tiempo.
These vigilantes are a threat to any society.
Oh, shit.
A man who wears a mask to cover his face.
Sick, dude.
Lo hice todo.
He just goes and walks around. Don't tell me he gets... I don't know. I don't feel good about this.
And the acquittal of Hector Ayala demands that I keep it.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh,
The rule of
boy.
law must prevail.
That amulet didn't do shit. Whoa. What? Oh, man. Good on that episode for leaving us hanging. Good work. Really brought the whole thing together in the end there, huh? Was that Frank? I don't think that was Frank, man. I definitely don't think that was Frank who did that. But, it's possible. All right, pretty good episode. I would say for me, it felt mainly like a filler episode up until the end. And then you had this Fisk protecting the city from, vigilante thing come up. And that was crazy, man. The White Tiger, like, we didn't even see the White Tiger do anything. And then it's just killed off. But that was a really good way of kind of making a statement for what Fisk's character is going to be like this season and moving forward and what he's really trying to accomplish. So I think if anything's going to wake Matt up, wake Daredevil up, it's going to be that. I'm excited to see where that goes. Also, Frank at the end with the vet, I don't know. I don't think that was actually Frank, but I'd be happy to be proven wrong. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I know he's going to be in this series. They showed him in the trailer, so that's not a spoiler, but he'll be around, so we'll see what happens. I'm very excited for next week's episode. I feel like things are really going to start kicking off as we get towards the second half of this season. We get towards the midway point and then get into the second half. But what did you guys think? Did you enjoy this episode? Did you find it slow? Did you find it great? Did you like all the courtroom stuff? Did you like the White Tiger stuff? And did you enjoy this reaction? Please leave me all of your thoughts down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Start the dialogue down there. Also, my friends, make sure you hit the like button before heading out. But more than anything, keep up the good vibes. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace!